Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Jimmy, and I'm back with another video, man. How y'all doing? And I hope y'all are having a good and blessed day. And let's talk about why the Raptors are one of the best organizations in the league and in the whole entire NBA. So if you are new, hit that like button and hit the comment section. I'm not gonna waste anybody's time. So let's get right into today's video. So for Toronto Raptors, they went from a small organization to a big market, you can say, because after the Raptors, they honestly had a very small franchise and they couldn't attract any free agents. So what they had to do is get players from the draft. This meant they had to get players like DeMar DeRozan, they had to trade for players like Vince Carter in the draft, and they had to trade for even Kyle Lowry, the Raptors' GOAT of all time, and they had to trade for even getting a player in Kawhi Leonard's caliber. So honestly, the Raptors had some long-awaited doubts to even get here. And for the Raptors, honestly, they weren't really respected by NBA media. They'll get trashed by NBA analysts saying they can't finish in the playoffs, saying they can't do this, they can't do that. And then when they won the championship back in 2019, everything changed. And honestly, I remember the fact our team would get clowned by players like Skip Bayless, by players like even say Stephen A. Smith. We get clowned by almost many American analysts in today's NBA.
I keep trying to tell you, number two cannot be trusted when the stakes are at the highest. He had no business making that Game 7 game-winning shot. You know it, and I know it. It was short. It hit the near side of the rim. It had no business lucking in, and it became the luckiest shot in the history of the NBA playoffs.
But another reason why the Raptors are a very great franchise, they're very loving fans. I remember for the fact when the Raptors, they had a playoff game, every fan was standing outside Jurassic Park and just root their team on for victory, whether it's a win or a loss. And they would embrace their team with very much love and respect. So honestly, that's a good thing to see from a fan's perspective, because it shows how much the fans love their team and the country as a group. And honestly, I remember even my time back in Jurassic Park back in the days, it's pretty much a lot of experience, as I can even show it here. But honestly, Jurassic Park is a pretty good experience. And I think the Raptors, the fans, they go wherever they go. As even if it's a away game, there'll still be fans in the arena chanting, "Let's go Raptors." Or whether it's outside Jurassic Park, they'll still chant them on regardless. Or even if dancers, when they play at home, they're pretty much loud. So honestly, the fan support is pretty much there, 110%. And honestly, another reason why the Raptors are a good organization, because they have a good front office. They have a good head coach in Nick Nurse, they have a good president and chairman in Masai Ujiri, and they have a good GM at the desk in Bobby Webster. So honestly, the front office for the Raptors, they know what they're doing. They made good moves in getting players like Kawhi Leonard, getting players like even say Marc Gasol, and even getting players like even Serge Ibaka. So honestly, I think the Raptors, they know what it takes to win. And for the Raptors, I think it's got to take it one step at a time and don't rush into anything. Because when you rush into something, it won't go successful. And honestly, I think for the Raptors, they stay young and the front office knows what they're doing. I think they'll be pretty much fine. But honestly, for the Raptors, their front core of executives in the front office are pretty much great in my opinion. And I don't have any doubts in that. And honestly, for the Raptors, you really think that although they're away from home and playing in Tampa for a bit, you really think they'll be the best team of all time. I don't really think so. I think for the Raptors from the Tampa season, I think they learned that it's great to stay young and to build a core of what they have. Because honestly, I feel like the Raptors, they have a great core of young players. As you have players like Fred VanVleet, you have players like Gary Trent Jr., you have players like Scotty Barnes, you have players like OG Anunoby, and you have players like Pascal Siakam who are still developing. And honestly, what I would do is that starting five lineup, I would add more complementary pieces in players like you can say they added now and Juancho and Gomez, and players like they did before in Thaddeus Young, and even players like Petra Chua who they traded for Kyle Lowry. So honestly, I think the Raptors have a very good foundation in developing young players. So I think the Raptors got to stay young and it's got to keep developing as they know where they are. And another thing for the Raptors too is they have all the first round picks in their favor and picks you can ask for. And honestly, for the Raptors, they're still going to be around soon because in the next 5 years, the players they still have in their roster, as they still have players like Scotty Barnes, they still have players like OG that are still young, and you still have players like Gary Trent who are still young, and even players like Malachi Flynn and Delano Benton. Who knows what the future can say for this team, because they're still working, they're still developing, and honestly, come the next 5 years, who knows what they'll be. But honestly, that's just my thoughts on the Raptors players and how young they are. But honestly, another thing why the Raptors are a good organization, because they keep core of their young role players, and they use it for the future and above. So honestly, I think Masai Ujiri, he knows what he's doing. And honestly, I think for Masai Ujiri, he wants to get back to a championship, but he basically wants to build a team around with young players, and he just wants to compete to the very end and winning a championship like how he did in 2019 when he had a superstar. I think Scotty Barnes can honestly be a superstar or somebody else who takes him out of this hole. But the Raptors are a very great and polished franchise, and they don't have any problem. They don't have any chemistry issues, and they're basically a team that just relies on one another and just bonds as a group, and they have great chemistry, and that's what leads them to the end in the playoffs. So, but honestly, for factors that can attract free agents, honestly, you can say Toronto has a great fan base. You can say Toronto has many celebrities, as they have many celebrities like Drake, Nav, The Weeknd. You have many great celebrities that can attract free agents, and they can talk them down into coming here. But those are just a couple of mentions that Canada has many great artists, as for Toronto's sake. But honestly, for Toronto, it's a very great country, although it's a very luxurious country to live in. But I think for Toronto, they have much things you can ask for. They have great food, they have good food, they have great fans, and they have a loyal fan base. So if you come to Toronto as a free agent, what more can you not ask for? But for Toronto's a great all-around country, what more can you not ask for? But honestly, that's why the Raptors are one of the greatest organizations in the NBA. As for their front office, their coaching, their drafting, and everything else you can ask for. So honestly, if y'all want more videos like this, I don't mind editing it, but please be sure to one, leave a like because it helps YouTube algorithm, and three, let me know your thoughts on this video. And in your boy Demian, I'm getting daily Raptors uploads. If we can get to 100 subscribers by the end of this video, it'd be very much appreciated. Make sure to check the end screen, and be sure to have videos on my life for Raptors content. And your boy Demian, I'm signing out. Have a great and best day, y'all. Peace out. Yo, I need y'all to do me a quick favor. Honestly, if you can follow my TikTok and get me to 500, that'd be very much appreciated. I'm going to be promoting more YouTube videos on my TikTok, so make sure y'all follow me on TikTok over there. And I'll see y'all there. And your boy Demian, I'm signing out. Have a great and blessed day, y'all. Just follow the TikTok, and I'm out. Peace.